Have you ever wondered if a single day could hold a secret? Well, get ready for an adventure. Today, we are going to explore the mysteries of May 17th. Did you know that on this very day, a long, long time ago, a very special baby was born? This was not just any baby, it was a future king. On May 17th, 1749, a tiny baby named Edward Jenner was born in England. Wait, he wasn't a king, he was a doctor who would save millions of lives. But on another May 17th, way back in 1682, a real royal baby, Caroline of Ansbach, was born. She grew up to be the Queen of Great Britain. Imagine being born on a day that would one day be shared with queens and heroes. Let's travel back in time even further. Picture a grand palace in Spain. The year is 1886. On this May 17th, another royal baby is born, and this time he becomes a king the very moment he takes his first breath. His name was Alfonso XIII. Isn't that amazing? To become a king on the exact day you are born. The whole country of Spain celebrated. Bells rang in every town and people cheered for their new tiny ruler. It was a huge party that lasted for days, all because of a special arrival on May 17th. It shows that even the smallest person can have a very big destiny waiting for them, right from their very first day in the world. But May 17th isn't just about royal births, it's also a day of great celebration for an entire country. In Norway, May 17th is the most important day of the year. It's their Constitution Day. Imagine a giant birthday party for a whole country. On this day in 1814, Norway signed its own set of rules, its constitution, declaring it was an independent kingdom. Every year, children in Norway parade through the streets. They wave red, white, and blue flags. They wear traditional clothes called bunad. There are marching bands, songs, and so much ice cream and hot dogs. It's a day filled with joy and pride for everyone in Norway, a true festival of freedom. So you see, this one day holds stories of new beginnings. For some, it was the start of a royal life, filled with castles and crowns. For others, it was the start of a new life for their entire country. A day to cheer for freedom and togetherness. It makes you wonder what other secrets are hidden in the calendar. Each date is like a little treasure box, and when you open it, you find incredible stories of people and places from all over the world. A baby king in a palace, a cheering crowd in the streets, all happening on the very same date, just in different years. May 17th is truly a day of grand surprises and happy celebrations. Now, let's leave the palaces and parades behind. Our adventure on May 17th is taking us into the wild unknown. Imagine you are an explorer. The year is 1673. Two brave adventurers from France, named Louis Joliet and Jacques Marquette, set off on a quest. On this very day, May 17th, they pushed their two canoes into the water. They were about to explore a huge, mysterious river that no one in Europe had ever mapped, the Mississippi River. They didn't know what they would find. Would there be giant waterfalls? Strange animals? New friends? Every paddle stroke was a step into a new world, a journey that would change the maps of America forever. Think about how brave they must have been. They had only a small crew and simple boats. They were heading into a wilderness that stretched for thousands of miles. Their journey on the mighty Mississippi would be filled with challenges and wonders. They would meet different Native American tribes, see vast plains filled with bison, and draw maps that would guide future explorers. And it all started on one single day, May 17th. This date marks the beginning of an epic American adventure, a real-life story of courage and discovery. It reminds us that sometimes the most exciting journeys begin with one small, brave step into the unknown. Let's fast forward in time, but keep our spirit of adventure. The year is 1900. 5 friends in America have a brand new idea. They love a magical book called The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. On May 17th, the first copy of this amazing book was created. The author, L. Frank Baum, had written a story about a girl named Dorothy, a scarecrow who needed a brain, a tin man who wanted a heart, and a lion who wished for courage. This wasn't just any book. It was a passport to a fantasy land, a world with a yellow brick road, emerald cities, and flying monkeys. It was a story that would be loved by children for more than 100 years. That first copy, made on May 17th, was the start of something truly magical. Soon, the book would be in the hands of kids all across the country and then all over the world. Dorothy's adventure in Oz would inspire movies, plays, and so many dreams. It all started with the simple wish to tell a wonderful story. This shows that May 17th is not only a day for exploring rivers and lands, but also for exploring the incredible worlds of our imagination. A great book can be just as big an adventure as a long journey in a canoe, taking us to places we have only ever dreamed of visiting. Our journey through May 17th now takes us to the world of art and beauty. Let's travel to a quiet studio in Florence, Italy. The year is around 1480. A brilliant artist named Sandro Botticelli is putting the final touches on a famous painting. It's called Primavera, which means spring in Italian. While we don't know the exact day he finished it, art historians believe it was completed around this time of year, when spring was in full bloom. Imagine standing in front of this huge, beautiful painting. It is filled with gods and goddesses, dancing figures, and more than 500 different types of plants and flowers. It is a celebration of life, love, and the beauty of nature. Primavera is more than just a pretty picture. It's like a puzzle box filled with stories from ancient myths. Every flower and every person in the painting has a special meaning. Botticelli painted it with such care that you can almost feel the gentle spring breeze and smell the flowers. This masterpiece shows us that May 17th and the season of spring it falls in has always inspired people to create things of incredible beauty. It's a time for artists to capture the magic of the world on their canvas, creating treasures that people can enjoy hundreds of years later. It's a reminder that art can make a moment last forever. Now, let's leap forward in time to a different kind of stage. The year is 1890 and we are in Italy once again. The curtains are about to rise on a new opera called Cavalleria Rusticana. An opera is like a play where all the words are sung. On May 17th, this opera was performed for the very first time in Rome, and the audience went wild. It was a huge success. The music was so powerful and emotional that it became famous overnight. The composer, a young man named Pietro Mascagni, became a star. The beautiful music he wrote for that opera is still played by orchestras all over the world today. Think of the excitement in the theater that night. The audience was hearing this amazing music for the very first time. They were so moved by the story and the songs that they couldn't stop clapping. This moment on May 17th shows how art can bring people together. Whether it's a quiet painting in a gallery or a booming orchestra in a grand theater, art has the power to touch our hearts. It fills our world with color, music, and feeling. May 17th gave the world a new, unforgettable piece of music that would bring joy and drama to listeners for many, many years to come, a true masterpiece of sound. As our adventure through time comes to an end, let's look back at all the amazing things we've discovered about May 17th. We started our journey by seeing how this day marked the birth of kings and the celebration of an entire nation's freedom in Norway. We saw children marching with flags and cheering for their country, a powerful reminder that this date represents new beginnings and great joy for so many people. It's a day for parties, whether it's for a tiny newborn king or for a whole country celebrating its independence. This single day on the calendar is like a scrapbook filled with pictures of happy and important moments from history. Then, we dove into the wild and the wonderful. We imagined paddling down the Mississippi River with brave explorers Joliet and Marquette, who began their epic quest on this very day. Their journey into the unknown opened up a new chapter in the story of America, and just as they explored new lands, we saw how L. Frank Baum opened up a new world of imagination when the first copy of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz was made on May 17th. From real-life adventures to magical lands of fantasy, this day has been a launching pad for incredible journeys that continue to inspire us to be brave and dream big. We also saw the beauty that May 17th holds. We stood in awe before Botticelli's Primavera, a timeless painting that captures the very essence of spring. We imagined the thunderous applause in a Roman theater as a new opera, Cavalleria Rusticana, took the world by storm. These moments show us that May 17th is a day for creativity and passion. It's a day when artists have shared their gifts with the world, leaving behind masterpieces of color and sound that enrich our lives forever. Art helps us see the world in a new light, and this date has given us some of its most precious treasures. So the next time you look at a calendar and see May 17th, you'll know it's not just any ordinary day. It's a day of royal surprises, daring adventures, and breathtaking art. It's a day that connects a king in Spain, a child in Norway, an explorer on a river, and an artist in Italy. History is not just a collection of boring dates. It's a giant, thrilling storybook, and every single day has its own exciting chapter. May 17th is one of the best, filled with magic, mystery, and moments that changed the world. Who knows what amazing things will happen on a future May 17th? Maybe it will be your turn to make history.